volume warning. Volume warning. You have 3, 2, 1. Oh! I muted my mic. He's here! They're finally here! The hype is part of the anniversary. We've got the Gogeta and the Vegito EZAs here on Global. Let's go ahead and get a team built for these guys. So, Gogeta is weak to Pure Saiyans, with the extra damage reduction, or extra damage coming from, what's the word? My brain, please. The extra damage coming from LRs, so we want to run LRs here. So, probably what we'll do is just run, maybe, let's just do this Goku. He leads AGL, so we'll just do like this. There we go. That's 6 AGL Pure Saiyans. We should be able to make do with that. That's not really who I want as my lead, but we'll make do. I think we have enough Pure Saiyans to get by in here. I don't know. We'll change up the team if we have to. I don't anticipate any trouble from this guy, though. All right, let's just do this. Here we go. Guys, they're here. They're here. So, AGL Gogeta's EZA. We just saw it is weak to Pure Saiyans. He's an STR unit. That typically means that AGL units will do more damage. So, and then, or I'm sorry, they'll tank better and they'll do more damage. But, yeah, there's UI Goku there clobbering this guy. Nice. Words are hard, everybody. I'm really excited. So we're fighting Gogeta here. We're gonna get his EZA done. He's weak to Pure Saiyans. And then LRs do bonus damage. If you're not bringing LRs in here, specifically, you have to have the legendary power link active. So if you're only bringing like one LR into the stage, you are not going to be doing well. So you want to be bringing as many AGL LRs as you can that are also Pure Saiyans. And then you're just going to blow this guy out of the water, as we're going to see here. I don't really anticipate many issues with this one. You know, if you're having trouble, let me know. I think if you have the GT duo, they're going to be pretty good in here. Because I think it's AGL and STR that do bonus damage to this guy. But the typing really doesn't matter. Just bring in LR Pure Saiyans and you can figure it out. Another really good unit is going to be that Super Saiyan Goku and Vegeta duo unit. They're going to be able to do a lot of damage to this guy. You know, Kale and Caulifla, we saw some people yesterday whenever we did, or actually today, because I'm going to put this video up immediately. But I recorded it yesterday. We saw some people get LR Kale and Caulifla in their 77 unit multi. So if you got them, hey, guess what? You got a great unit here for Gogeta's EZA. I am excited to get this guy ranked up. Oh no, we're number 2 on my friends list. We got to speed up. That is unacceptable. You know, they probably didn't do a giant screaming intro breaking everybody's eardrums, though, before they started. So, you know, I'm just saying, you know, you guys, I gave you a volume warning. Okay, I'm sorry. It's probably not as good because whenever I grab my microphone to, like, move it a little bit so it wouldn't be quite as loud, but I ended up muting it, so you guys may just hear, like, oh, and then it cuts off. If that's what happens, let me know. But, you know, I don't know. I'm really excited for these guys. So, Gogeta and Vegito. What does Gogeta do? We went over it a little bit on stream the other day, but Gogeta, I'll just give you kind of a basic rundown, right, of kind of just what sticks out in my mind as to making these guys good on their EZA. The first thing, the most important thing that I'm going to talk about is their turn 4. That's when they transform, is on turn 4. They get a turn of guaranteed dodging on that first turn. So you know that on turn 4, with these guys, no matter what, they are going to have a 100% chance to dodge, unless the boss cancels dodge, right? But the only fight right now on Global that really does that, I guess there's 2. There's Ice Shinron and Broly. The Broly Red Zone, of course, being the more relevant fight of the 2, but, you know, it's still, some people I know have had issues with Ice Shinron. Just, you know, he can be a little bit annoying there, but it's not really a tough fight, and you probably don't want to bring either of these characters into it anyway because they're not type advantage. You probably just want to go in there with type advantage characters because he is int, and he only is 1 phase, so if you just go in there with a bunch of physical characters, you should be fine. But yeah, that's, one of the things that makes these guys really special is that turn 4 turn of guaranteed dodging. You know, you think about the Metal Cooler Core, you are guaranteed to go into that fight on turn 4, and then usually you're wrapping it up on turns 5 or 6, so, you know, and then if you get them down to, like, half health or less whenever you come back on turn 6 with, like, either of these guys, they're going to be able to use their active skills, so You know, that's these guys are definitely really, really good. So Gogeta, what he does, I believe at 24 key, he gets guaranteed crits once he goes blue. You know, of course. In his base form, they're both pretty much identical. They do some additional attacks. Nothing really too crazy. You know, they're just solid units in their base form. You really just kind of want to float them. That's kind of their design, is that you get them on turn 1 and you put them in slot 3. And in slot 3, they have a 70% chance to dodge. And so you just kind of put them there, float them off. And then whenever they come back around on, you know, turn 4, 5, or 6, depending on when you float them, they're going to have that turn of guaranteed dodge. And then they're just going to be absolutely crazy after that. So that's really what makes these guys special. What else do I want to talk about? I mean, I don't know. They're just really good. I mean, they're just really good. I've used these guys a little bit on the channel, on my JP account, but they're only at like 55, and I think Tech Vegito might be like 79% of my JP account, but Gogeta I think is only 55%. It might be reversed of that. I don't remember offhand, but you know, I got quite a bit of use out of these guys. I mean, I got my clear off of Sin Shinron with them. You know, I went through a lot of the red zone stages with them. They are just supremely powerful. Now, Gogeta, he's a little bit weaker defensively, and that's just because he's less consistent. So, Gogeta, in his blue form, he launches 2 additionals that have medium chances to be super attacks. So, it's kind of like Cooler. If you're getting those super attacks off, he's really good. But if you're not, you might see some, like, decreased performance from him compared to other people who are going to be going on Twitter and posting, like, crazy screenshots of him doing, you know, like, ooga booga damage, right? The good news, right, is that he is doing guaranteed crits if you get him to 24 key, and key is typically not an issue with these guys. That was a big issue before their EZA, was their main key link was like over in a flash, and they just really did not have great key mechanics, especially early on in the fight. Now they're just getting key for free. Now, Gogeta actually did have a pretty decent key mechanic before his EZA, because he just got like 5 key when doing an attack, which is good, right? But Vegito's, I remember his not being quite as good. I don't know. I feel like whenever I use these guys before, I have had issues with key, but no longer. No longer are we having issues with key on these guys. You can see we're almost done here. We're on stage 7. I haven't had to change the team up at all. For the most part, we've just been one-shotting this guy. I know a lot of you guys, you see this video and you're like, dude, I'm brand new. I don't have half of the roster that you're using. And it's like, well, I'm sorry. You know, this is my gift for playing the game since the 2nd anniversary. So yeah, I guess I've been playing for about 6 years now, off and on in the beginning. I wouldn't say I became a true Dokkan addict until right somewhere between the 3rd and 4th anniversaries. That's whenever I got like super hooked on the game. Definitely the 4th anniversary on. I don't think I mean, I've missed login days since then, like 1 or 2, but for the most part, I have not missed a login day since then, so, you know, we've been pretty heavily grinding. You know, I recently got to, what did I get to? 2,000 days logged in, so I got my Spirit Bomb Goku EZA'd. So, you know, we're now on the journey to 3,000 days. It seems like every time they hit the 1,000 days celebration, I've just hit the other ones, so... I remember I, like, just got my Spirit Bomb Goku, and then they're like, alright, 2,000 days, he's getting an EZA. And most people kind of expected that, but I was just like, yay! Woo! I just got him! Oh, this is a good night. It was such a good Tuesday. I made a blunder. I posted something funny on Twitter. But other than that, it was a really good day. So I hope you all had a really great day. Thanks for coming out to the channel. Maybe on stage 10, I will change the team up a little bit, but... I don't know. I mean, we're using several characters here that are on the current anniversary banners, so if you summoned and you got that Super Saiyan Goku and Vegito duo and UI Goku, honestly, that's probably all you need. You may have to retry a couple times until you get them, like, on rotation together, but I feel like if you can just form, like, a decent Pure Saiyans team and then just come in here and get those two together, I think they can just wipe this guy, so... so far, we have not really had any issues, but if you guys are having issues, please let me know. You know, I can only do so much in terms of team building for you guys, because, you know, I don't have access to your accounts, nor do I really want it, but, you know, there's only so much I can do from behind a screen, right? And the biggest thing I can tell you is just make sure that you have AGL LRs, right? I mean, that's That's going to help you out a ton. And then if they're pure Saiyan, it's also going to help out a lot. These EZAs typically aren't too difficult, but it seems like every time I say that, I get comments saying like, bruh, what do you mean? Bruh, I do no damage. What do you mean? It's like, well, for me, they're not that bad. But, you know, I do have to realize that I have, like, everything in the game rainbowed except for, like, Bulma and then, like, a few other TURs. So, you know, like, I get it. You know, I don't want to say I'm losing touch with the plight of the free-to-play player, but I am definitely, you know, it's one of those things where I really do want your feedback, because I do want to know if I'm just curb stomping things versus, like, okay, this is, like, am I just curb stomping it, or is it easy? Because at some point, there becomes, like, a level of difficulty that if it does not reach, like, everything just seems easy to me, right? You guys know what I mean. It's like you reach a level, and it's like everything just feels the same. And, like, only the really difficult stuff really stands out to you. It's like, oh, okay, yeah, this is definitely a challenge. And usually, if I'm, like, going into it and I'm like, this is actually a challenge, that probably means that, you know, people below my account power level are probably sitting there going like, dude, is this possible? It is. You know, you just got to get a little bit creative with your team building. You know, I was there for a long time. I remember I was working shifts at Whataburger, and I would get off my break and I would go, you know, sit in the car, and I would do runs of like Super Battle Road right after my shift. You know, I'd try to get one in. Like, right as soon as I got into my car, I'd hop in and, you know, do runs, and then I would drive home, and then I would get out, take a shower. Well, actually, I'd do another run before I showered, and then I would shower and do another run. I mean, like, I was doing routines, right? Like, I was like, okay, this unit got me killed. Is there anybody else I can bring? Okay, let's try this unit. They do this. And, you know, it's just trial and error, trying to figure out which units are good or bad. And then as the game goes on, you know, new units come out. You pull them and you go, okay, this is a good unit. This is a bad unit. You know, should other people get this unit? And you start to kind of build up knowledge over the game over time, right? You know, I have the advantage of I've been playing as most of these characters have released. So I knew when they were good, I knew when they started to fall off, and I felt that as the game went on. For a lot of you, you pull some of these characters, and, you know, they've been out for 3 years, and you're like, okay, is this good or not? It's like, well, you know, they're okay for some things in the game. It's like, I don't want to tell you they're bad, but, you know, a lot of these characters now aren't like red zone viable, and for some people that just means that they suck. And it's like, well, if you're a brand new player and you pull like UI Goku, you know, you can definitely use him in red zone. He might be a little sus for you. You know, you don't want to ever see him get hit. But he might be able to help you in a lot of other content too. So, you know, it's just like, I have that advantage. You know, I have the knowledge. My brain, I've downloaded Dokkan into my brain. I've replaced, you know, all of my childhood memories with Dokkan. You know, I no longer remember sitting on the sidewalk with my dog, like sharing a popsicle in the summer, right? I've replaced that with, you know, is UI Goku meta relevant or not? That's the state of Dokkan that we're in now, right? So, pretty good. We're gonna finish up right here. Yeah, there's nothing I need to change. So, well, we're not quite done. We have one more stage, right? This is stage 9, I believe. So we have one more stage after this. I'm going to get these guys EZA'd. I'm going to try to get showcases out tonight. At least initial showcases of their 200%, and then we will start doing the World Tour tomorrow. We'll probably start out with Sin, and then we'll move into the actual Red Zone videos from there. So be on the lookout for Sin Shinron videos tomorrow for both of these guys. But yeah, we're going to get these guys EZA. Yep, that was level 9. We're going to have one more stage here. So yeah, tomorrow we'll have Sin's videos out, and then on, so tomorrow's Wednesday, so tomorrow will be Sin, and then Thursday we'll start the Red Zone showcases. So I might start putting out more of those per day. I haven't decided yet what we're going to do. Oh, this is the new OST, by the way. This is a banger. I wish I could choose these tech orbs. That would be nice, because I want to save these AGL ones right here. All right, there we go. We're going to go ahead and finish up here. I'm just going to let it play out in auto. Let me know what you guys think about EZA, STR, Gogeta, Blue. Are you having issues, or were you able to get it done? UI Goku did seem to be pretty much the MVP in this run, so if you've got him, make good use of him and bring him in here. Just make sure you have Legendary Power active to, you know, really boost up your damage. This unit as well is doing pretty well. Kale and Caulifla did fine. You know, just work with what you've got. Again, AGL Pure Saiyans are what's going to do the most damage. But STR, I believe, are also good. But at the end of the day, you just want LRs, right? So LR, Pure Saiyans, if you've got them, bring them. Maybe avoid physical units, but if you can hide them, bring them. Do what you got to do to get this guy done. He is definitely worth it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm going to let the OST play us out. The secret code phrase is Super Banana.